Slogans Rock and Metal Extravaganza, where the Best Song series is back, and today we're doing Rush in the 70s. So starting off with the debut and up to and including Hemispheres. And we got two new special guests here today joining us for the first time, so I'll introduce them first. We got Christina here, who's been in our chats for a while, and kind of met her in the chat through Brian and Will on going and watching his videos. So he's got his own channel, which you should also check out. It's mostly all Rush content, but he does other stuff as well too. So yeah, it's Will from Will's Rush page joining us here.
Thanks for having me.
Brian McFadden is back, and we got Webb joining, who's also a huge Rush fan. So yeah, it's perfect crew for this. Got big diehard Rush fans here for this, so it should be a cool, fun show and difficult exercise for most of us to pick one song off of these, so it should be really fun. So yeah, so we're gonna go in the order I'm seeing it. I don't know how. I think everyone sees it pretty much the same. So we're gonna go Christina, Will, Brian, Webb, me, and then I also got picks from Logan. He tried to send me a video, but it wasn't working. But I've got his picks. I got picks from Cody, who was supposed to be here, and Kiefer, for whatever reason, he sent me his picks, so I'll just rattle off his too. So I'll just kind of quickly rattle. People were like messaging me, "Can I give you my picks?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I'll say them." People can say them in the chat too. They can give their picks here. So
yeah,
I
want to hear West Coast Dave. I want to hear West Coast Dave's picks and Kyle's.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so we got so starting off with the debut, which is everyone knows the first studio album here. And I wish I had the Moon Records version. I don't, but
I don't have the record on that one.
I didn't get my CDs out, but cool.
That's right. Yeah, that's why I brought them out. I mean, I'm the host. I probably should have them all visible here. So.
Will probably have everything.
I don't have everything, but I have a Moon, but it's the 45. It's on my wall. So, but nice. I don't have the LP Moon. So
cool. So yeah, we got obviously everyone kind of knows the history of Rush. Don't need to really go into their history too much, but yeah, on here just before Neil was in the band, so you had John Rutsey on drums here with Alex and Getty. So so that's the lineup, and the songs we got here. We got "Finding My Way," "Need Some Love," "Take a Friend," "Here Again," "What You're Doing," "In the Mood," "Before and After," and the ever popular "Working Man," which everyone knows. So what's that? What's the 8?
I'm counting. I was counting all the good songs.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Christina, have us started off, and from those songs, what's your favorite? And get into it.
My favorite is the debut one, the intro one, "Finding My Way."
Cool.
I got to read, so I can't look and read at the same time. Okay. Sorry, my blind eyes. I love that opener. Alex is driving guitar, and even though it's John Rutsey, he's drumming on them drums, man. He's a good drummer. He was a good drummer. He only left the band because he had health issues from diabetes, I found out. And Getty's vocals and bass, of course, I love them. I don't know what else to say more about them. He's trying to find his way, dealing with life. It's a good song.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Total Zeppelin worship too on that one too. The whole album kind of is, right?
Yeah.
But especially that song. He's doing the kind of Robert Plant thing with the kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canadian Zeppelin.
Yeah, and the way it fades in, the fade in of that riff. Oh my God, that fade in just builds, and it's like you're like, holy shit, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah,
great pick. I struggled with this one too. I'm like, I like everything, so I'm like, I don't know what to pick, but yeah.
You want the honorable mentions now or later?
You can throw in an honorable there.
Throw them in now. That would be oh God, where's my notes?
Everything else, just.
Where is it? 2 was "In the Mood" and 3 was "Working Man."
Cool.
"Working Man" I love because I learned how to play the bass. "Working Man" on bass. Nice. So that one I really love.
Cool.
You think that would be my number one, but no, not really. I just
be a fun song to play.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
So, Will, what are you going with?
Well, for me, I went with "Need Some Love." And the reason I went with that is because, number one, Christina mentioned John Rutsey. There's some solid drumming on this record. He is a powerful drummer. And yes, they took a different direction, but this, in my mind, he really gave them the boost and the kick they needed in the beginning. And they were a bar band too when they started out. So, but this song in particular, if you go back to it, there's an amazing bluesy jam feel to it, which I absolutely love. And wicked drum rolls from Mr. Rutsey, which just, it's one of my favorites. And when I went through this exercise, which I hadn't listened to these early records in a while, other than Hemispheres, which I'm obsessed with, so probably a weekly listen. However, I really got into that song. I went through the whole record and came back to that one, so really impressed me. Honorable mentions for that record, I went with Working Man, just because it's a classic jam song. Everybody knows it. It's immediately recognizable and gets airplay. Even though it's a long song, 7 minutes, I guess. 7 minutes, yes. It's everyone knows it, and every band has probably played it and had fun playing it, whether it's live or in the studio. It's just a great song, and that bass line on Working Man is so killer, especially when he drops down and and then over the years, the live shows, he would speed that up a little bit and play a little faster on that down bass line. I'm not a bass player, so forgive my technical knowledge, but you know what I'm talking about. That part, that's killer, and that's when the song really kicks off. So I had to choose that as my honorable mention.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the Volt edition? There's like extended solos in it and stuff like that.
Yes, I have. Yeah, it is crazy.
That's a wicked version too. I was like,
whoa. Alex really does a different take on that version for sure.
I almost wonder that should have just been used originally. That's weird that they kind of changed it, but it's still amazing nonetheless.
There's a show right there. You know, you could argue.
I think that elevates the song even more.
Yeah, for sure.
It was tough. Hint, hint. That's not going to be my choice, but it was tough not to pick that. Oh my god, it was tough. But, so we're gonna try to go to Brian if he stops buffering. But
Brian,
you want me to do mine?
Yeah, just do yours then. So what are you going with?
Okay, so it sounds so cliche to say Working Man's my favorite, but I got to say it's my favorite because I can listen to it anytime. The jam, the drums are great. Drum fills on that one are great by Rutsey. Those quick fills. Yeah. That solo is smoking. Hey, Danny. I love, that bass line. Come on. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that breakdown, and they're all waiting for it. I mean, when you see them live, everybody's waiting for that part. And, I know. It's just unbelievable. I didn't want to say Working Man, but when I went through the whole album, I had to. And it's probably on rock radio all over the United States and Canada every day. Yeah. It's just iconic. Everybody associates Rush with that song. Yeah. So I picked it. My number two would be What You're Doing. I love What You're Doing. I mean, it jams. It's kind of a take on Heartbreaker by Zeppelin. It's kind of almost a down. It's you hear Heartbreaker a little bit riff, and I just think Alex goes off on that one too. I mean, he just goes off. I mean, he is just on fire on all these albums, but they're so young and so full of so much energy, and they just couldn't wait. And I also love Before and After, but I like every song on the album really. So cool. Working Man,
very good too.
Yeah, Before and After is good. It's weird because Wikipedia puts like before timestamp 217 and then after at 316. I don't know why it shows them as like two separate parts. I'm like, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, that intro, I guess. Yeah, because
it doesn't say that on the album. It just says Before and After. So I don't know why Wikipedia does that. It's weird. But Brian, what are you going with for the first album? Sorry to skip you. You kind of buffered and then went out. Brian.
Is he frozen?
My turn?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
You're breaking up. I'm having a really bad signal today. I'm sorry. I've dropped out twice already. So I'm picking Working Man off of that. But that song is what kind of really got me into Rush. So I got to keep it as the novelty. But I love the solo in it. I like the breakdown. Everything about that. The doomy riff that for the verse. I love everything about it. So, but Finding My Way I like a lot. I like listening to that when it's live. Will had pointed out Need Some Love. That's another one that I think is very honorable. For the second song, I like the way it flows. It's It's a good verse. It's a good chorus. And there's only one skipper, and that's Here Again.
Here
It's a
again.
great solo, but
Yeah.
and then What You're Doing is good too. But yeah, I'm picking Working Man for sure off that first album.
Cool. Yeah, I'd say I kind of agree a little bit with Here Again. It's a great solo, but the song itself is one that's not all that memorable when it comes to some of this other stuff. But yeah, still a great song. But yeah, I'm going with, it's been mentioned a bit in the chat. So Dave is stealing my thoughts here with this. Yeah, I picked when I was between Working Man and What You're Doing. I almost went Finding My Way as well. I'm like, that's what You're Doing. I know it's kind of the heartbreaker riff, like Webb said. But the soloing is great. The whole riff is great. Just a great rockin' song. I've always loved What You're Doing. It's hard to not pick Working Man because classic as it is, but I felt like I wanted to go something in a different direction. And so yeah, today it's What You're Doing. Tomorrow it might be Working Man. So who really knows with these things? It's really hard. It's not something that's ever really set in stone, right? It's just trying to pick your favorite for this show.
Right, where we all are on every album.
That's kind of like one of those
Yeah, it
things.
changes.
But, yeah, I'll go with What You're Doing, and then tomorrow I'll pick something different. What You're Doing is what I'm doing.
What You're Doing is the closer on All the World's a Stage. And it really completes that record, right? And then you hear them coming off stage and talking at the end of the show. Very cool. So I think it's a great song to play live as well. But go ahead, Sydney. I cut you off.
It's just a great heavy blues rock in that Zeppelin vein, right? It's just great song.
Yeah.
So yeah, and again, John's drumming is great. Like he's doing some really fast
stuff. Oh yeah.
Underrated drummer, right? Because he gets overshadowed by obviously Neil, and unfortunately his career kind of just disappeared because of his health issues, sadly, and we lost him pretty early too, actually.
Yeah, so, for sure.
That was really sad when he passed away, right? I mean, So so now we got Fly by Night. Fly by Night. There's Logan.
Oh, what about Logan?
So I guess, should I just do his now, or I'll wait till the end and read off everybody's list?
Oh, okay.
At the end, I'll just kind of like,
whatever you want.
Yeah. No, I might as well go now. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do them all. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Logan went Working Man. Oh yeah, Working Man. I'm sitting here looking at his whole list. Okay, so Logan went with Working Man. Kiefer went Working Man, and Cody went Finding My Way. So that's theirs.
Cool.
So there we go. So we had some matchup there. I figured a lot of people were gonna be picking Working Man. I thought everyone was gonna go with that, and I'd be the weirdo picking What You're Doing. So yeah, that's their list as well. So
good tracks.
That brings us to Fly by Night, which is first album with Neil, but he was there their entire career. So yeah, first album with Neil, and so this one. Was on, so we got Anthem, Best I Can, Beneath, Between, and Behind. I don't know why I'm reading off Wikipedia. I've got the CD in front of me. By Tor and the Snow Dog, Fly by Night, Making Memories, Rivendell, and In the End. So, Christina, start us off.
Well, I have to go with By Tor and the Snow Dog, of course. I mean, that's it's a masterpiece. It's a battle, you know.
It's a great song.
It just is. You know, the ending to it too is just like wow. You know, he's always adding something in there, chimes, you know, stuff like that. I just love it. I just love that one. And my honorable mentions would be my second would be Anthem, of course, and then Fly by Night.
Cool trading. New person, huh? Is that a new person on the chat?
Yeah, I've just seen like 2 new subs since we started this, which is weird. Okay, cool.
That's cool.
That's
it's
good.
Rush.
That's
Rush
good.
brings in people.
Rush. Yeah. All right, cool. So on to oh my god, I almost said Dave. See, I'm thinking of the people who were supposed to be here. Well, move on to Will.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's right here. Let's go, Dave.
Oh, let's go, Dave. There it is. All right. So Fly by Night, I chose, and this was a tough record too, because there's so many classic tunes on here. And it's our first taste of Neil, really, the writing and the playing. You know, they're 2 entirely separate things. Making Memories was my choice.
Wow.
Cool.
That's cool.
I love this song, because it's different, and It's got that acoustic bit going on. I love the line, cities in the land all extend a welcome hand until the morning when it's time for us to go. I love this record because you can just picture the guys traveling in their van, in the fun craft for you Rush historians out there, traveling around, playing these shows, and then in the morning, and getting a taste of show business, and they're trying to launch their career at this stage. Very young guys, very aggressive and ready to deliver, and then pack it up and do it again in another city. So it's just such a great, from a historical point of view, it's a great song, and it rocks. It's got a really great feel to it, and you can just, for me, it captures very much the 70s feeling of traveling with a band and playing in a band and going through all those experiences. So, and it's a fun song to play too. I do play guitar, and I love that acoustic bit that Alex is doing there. And then he's got the solo later, obviously electric, and it's just a really good, awesome. Yeah, exactly. And it's really good song, and it's a short song. Yeah, exactly.
It's short. It's like under 3 minutes, but there's these different changes, and it's such a short song, which is great. So.
Yeah, really, short songs, one of my favorites. Well, that's it, and they become somewhat. This was a fun exercise to go back because the shorter songs can become overshadowed by the epics sometimes. So that's why I chose it, right? So my honorable mention, of course, I have to go with Christina's choice, Bytor and the Snow Dog. Probably the very first Rush song I ever listened to. I was 14. I bought Crest of Steel and Fly By Night together, and that was it. That was a game changer. When I heard Bytor, I just couldn't get enough of that bass line. And those drums, that middle section, the softer, synthy type stuff, and then years later, hearing them do it live, like the full version live, or I have a live cut on my page where they go into the Necromancer after Bytor, and they do the full thing, and it's like about 18 minutes long, from like 77, and like a Farewell to Kings tour, and it just kills me every time. It's one of my favorite tracks. So Bytor is such a good epic piece, and also, as we know, it's their first big epic as far as the proggy storytelling goes. So so I chose that as well. It had to be mentioned. If you know Rush, you're going to know Bytor and the Snow Dog. If you don't, and you need to go back to school. So
it's like, listen to this if you don't.
Exactly. So thanks.
Yeah. Brian, what's your pick?
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of good picks off of this. Bytor is good. Fly By Night is good. Anthem is a strong opener. I like that song a lot. There's a copy of it. Well, there's a version of it from COVID that's got Les Claypool, Danny Carey, and I forget who's on guitar with them. They do that song. They do it really well, really heavy. Best They Can, I like. I mean, I really like everything that's off of this. Sometimes when you hear this stuff live, it's really, really more impactful than it is like on the studio version. But I'm picking In the End just because of the acoustic guitar. It's the great ending. I like the guitar, the chorus. I love the lyrics. I'm picking In the End, and I think it's a perfect song to end because that'll make me flip the record again.
Good song.
In the End. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, good choice.
Cool. Nice. Webb, what are you going with?
I really like the guitar on.
Well, again, kind of like it's cliche to pick Working Man. I mean, I here's what I wrote down. I wrote Bytor, Anthem, Making Memories. So I'll say Bytor, but damn it, what was prog metal invented on the first 5 seconds of Anthem? I mean,
down.
I mean, like, what was that? I mean, think about high schoolers, guys sitting around with a joint or something, 16, 17, 14, 13, whatever. They pop that in and they're like, and then they're thinking what the last album was, right? And they know that they have that sound, and then all of a sudden they pop in that and Anthem kicks in. I mean, they're probably like, my God.
Yeah.
And then of course, and then Bytor. I mean, that jam in the middle, everything about that song is like that. Like, I don't know. They started something there with that too. I mean, they started something And Making Memories, I used to play in a band a lot, Will, and we
Cool.
would play Making Memories sometimes. That's fun to drum to.
Yeah.
Watching the guy in front of me playing that solo. That solo is just, I just love it. I just love Alex on these first 5 or 6 on every album. But God, he's so good on these first few.
Yeah.
And so Bytor, Anthem, Making Memories. Out.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, nice. I knew people were going to be picking a lot of honorables for a band like Rush, right? It's kind of hard not to.
I can't not do it.
Yeah, exactly. Webb's picking all the hits. He's like, I'm just going to cheat and pick every hit now.
No, I'm going to get a little.
There you go.
Go off. Yeah, on the next one.
So yeah, I'll do the best I can to pick a song. Oh, jeez. Dad jokes.
We don't have any rim shots. No rim shots.
You got the drums behind you. Yeah, probably I went with Anthem. It's hard not to pick Bytor, but I love Anthem. I've always loved the rawness of it, and Alex's solo on that is just so ferocious, and Geddy's just screaming up a storm on that. Just the drum, everything. All 3 musicians on there are just all carrying their weight. I mean, they always do, but Anthem to me, that's might even be my favorite Rush song. Weird thing to say because it's not really proggy or anything. It's just like this heavy, straightforward rock song. I wouldn't really call it straightforward, but for Rush, it's straightforward. It's just a great hard rock song. Love the drumming on that, the bass, everything. Just that solo on there too. When that solo kicks in, just Alex is just a top-notch guitar player. It's just this early Rush stuff. I really love this stuff. So
he never gets enough love. He never gets enough love.
Had to go with him.
He doesn't. Yeah,
except
you know what?
Rush
Sorry, what was that?
I said except by Rush Nation, but outside.
Oh, yes.
Rush Nation.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right,
that's
I got little knickknacks for today.
No, it's good. I got stuff to show too. But Sydney, I agree with you. I think it's a great choice, and what a great way to introduce Neil. Bam! All of a sudden, this new guy, the new guy's here. And you know what? It actually, the way it kicks off reminds me of the first song on Vapor Trails when Neil came back. It's got that same ferociousness, and it just kind of flashed forward to that when nobody knew. I won't get into it too much, but when nobody knew if they were coming back, and then all of a sudden, bam, here's Neil pounding the drums. And I feel like Anthem kicks off the same way. It's just like, man, look at them. These guys are playing so fast. Right?
Yeah, I always wonder. I know it wasn't, but to me, Anthem sounds like it could have been written from the first album. Like, it kind of still has that sound a little bit.
Yeah.
Has that really heavy sound to it still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just ferocious. Sure. This Rutsy, I know y'all are giving a lot of love to Rutsy, and he kind of had his own beat, and and he did the quick fills, but he couldn't have handled Anthem. They couldn't have written a song like Anthem with John Rutsy. It wouldn't have happened.
No.
So so nothing really shocking here. So Logan, Cody, and Kiefer all went with Bytor. So it was their pick. They all went with Bytor.
Everybody loves Bytor.
Yeah, that would be another one for me. Like, it was hard not to pick that. If Anthem wasn't on here, then to me it would be the easy choice for me. But it would be Bytor. But there's so many great songs. But
I was going to mention one more thing too. If you guys go back to the, we were talking about Working Man. You go back to the early bootlegs of Neil with the band warming up for the Fly By Night tour or recording, I should say. There are bootlegs out there where they're doing Working Man with Neil, and you can hear bits and pieces of Bytor in the live mix, in the live show. Yeah, and it's we did a little bit of that on my show. If you haven't heard that, go check it out because it's like nice. It's during the Working Man solo section, and all of a sudden they go into some Bytor stuff, really, and then they close out the song at the end of Working Man. That's a game changer too. So
cool, awesome.
Yeah, I'll just mention that. Yeah.
Nice. So that brings us to Caress of Steel, which is kind of
I can't wait.
Album that gets a lot.
I can't wait for this album. Sorry, I can't wait for Caress.
Everyone gives this one a lot of hate. I've never understood that because it's on some days.
I love this album.
Some days I've called it my favorite Rush album, which is crazy because most people won't ever pick this. But I love my favorite Rush song is on here, so we'll get to that. But
cool.
Yeah, so it starts us off with not much songs to pick. There's only 5 songs because start doing some really epic stuff on here. So it starts off with Steel Day, I Think I'm Going Bald, Lakeside Park, which kind of a lot of people would know, was kind of a big hit off of here. We got The Necromancer, which is like finishes it off on side 1 on the original vinyl with a long epic 12-minute song, and then side 2 is one long song of 19 minutes and 57 seconds with the Fountain of Lamneth.
Lamneth.
Okay. Lamneth. Yeah. So Progressive Steel, third album. So Christina, kick it off.
All right, I have to go with The Necromancer because of Neil's lyrics, and it's spoken word at the beginning and then the battle, and there's more spoken word, and I just love Geddy. I can't help it. His bass line in there is good too, and the drum solo is excellent. And what else do I got in here? I think that's about it. And then my second one would be I Think I'm Going Bald, just because I love the quirkiness of it. It's just a life story. It tells about, growing old and being with your friends and how life gets in the way, kind of, So that's a good one too.
Cool.
Lakeside Park is good. That's good for me, I guess for Canadians, because you know where it is. Yeah. I would consider it like the Chicago Saturday in the Park,
Yeah, I can see
something like that, But it's a good album, but I wouldn't say it was one of my favorites.
Okay.
I like what she said. Sorry, I'm looking for something.
Okay.
I like that you mentioned I Think I'm Going Bald, because so many people trash that song. I think
no,
it's them trying
to
show they have a sense of humor, right?
Yes, exactly.
You can't just be serious all the time.
No, you can't be serious. You have to have some fun.
They were having fun with that, right? A lot of people say, "Oh, this is ridiculous." They write songs about going bald now. It's like, well, come on, they're just having fun.
Just one song.
It's a cool song. It's
not a whole album concept.
It's a whole, can you imagine? Just Baldness would be the name of the album. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, Will, what are you going with?
Yeah, well, that's funny. I'm still thinking about the bald thing, so I got to collect my thoughts. So, Caress of Steel is I got to say, this record is like the calm before the storm. So the storm being 2112. So this is their warm up to 2112. However, I went with The Necromancer just because it's such an epic track. It's the continuation of the story of the Bike Tour story. It is as far as the Neil's storytelling, it's just an epic piece. The musicianship, the lyrics. Now here's the fun thing. It makes a reference to Three Men of Willowdale. I grew up. Yeah, exactly. I actually grew up in Willowdale. In Toronto, so which is cool. And they make what is I forget the exact lyric, but the Three Men of Willowdale fording the River Don. So the River Don is a place I used to hang out and travels through North York and Toronto, and I spent a lot of time as a kid messing around in those ravines. And so as soon as I hear that line in this song, it just takes me right back to being a kid on my bike in Toronto and getting into trouble and everything. So the song is just an epic piece of music and Neil's lyricism, I guess, or I don't know if that's the right word, lyrics. And it's amazing. Now they also called the Caress of Steel tour the Down the Tubes tour, because Rush was going down at this point. The record sales were low. They were playing crappy bars. There's a whole bit from an interview about Neil talking about that. And they didn't know what was going to happen. So, because there's a lot of pressure on them at this time, right? From the record label to produce another Fly By Night, basically, and come up with more hit radio friendly songs. And at that time, Canadian radio stations in Toronto market wanted 3-minute songs, because that was the format. So again, a lot of pressure on them, and at that time. So I think it's very can be a very depressing record. And Necromancer just has that great mono type muddy sound to it, and it's just a beautiful song. So that being said, my honorable mention is The Fountain of Lamneth, also because that song speaks to me also. It's got everything in it. It's got softer pieces, harder bits, jamming, hard jamming, great storytelling. It's got everything you want from a Rush song also. And again, this is one of the bigger prog epics from this chapter of Rush as well. So that's why I had to mention it. So
here's a good point. 2112 doesn't exist without Caressive Steel. Yeah, because it's really
Bobo.
not that different. It's not different at all musically. This just didn't sell for whatever
said a
reason.
lot. Yeah,
that's right. So good day, Bobo.
I don't hear much difference between albums, and yet one's considered a classic, and everyone says, "Oh, this album sucks." But like, I don't get that at all. But
yeah, and I'll tell you one more quick thing. So Caressive Steel, the cassette was lodged in my cassette player in my car many years ago, and I couldn't get it out, so I listened to it for a year driving to work and back. So it's slowly etched into my brain. And if I forgot my iPod or CD player with a connector, I couldn't use it also, because in the early days, I'm dating myself here, but there were cassette connectors for your CD players, portable CD player, that went into the cassette machine and the thing. So I couldn't use it. So I listened to that record for a year, and it affected my brain in that sense. So I'm very familiar with it. It was either that or the radio. So
that's why you're such a Rush fan.
Spent a lot of time. Yeah, it was all part of the greater scheme. Anyway.
Beat in your brain.
Yeah, like you made that point about the whole 3-minute song. When I hear that, I kind of think of Queen with Night at the Opera. I remember there was that whole story with the record labels, like, there's no way we're releasing Bohemian Rhapsody. You got to cut it down to 3 minutes. And Queen said, well, then we're not releasing it. And the label said, fine, it's not going to be a hit. We'll release it like this. And then when it doesn't sell, I remember watching that documentary, and they're like, the label wanted it to fail. I'm like, well, what kind of label wants their material to fail just so they can prove the band wrong? And then and then they proved the label wrong. That's for sure. Ridiculous. It just shows you some of these labels sometimes just leave the music to the musicians. Like, stop trying to get involved in the music part of it. Sometimes it's just like, why?
It's money. It's all about money.
So that's cool. Yeah, well, can you imagine if Necromancer was a hit, the label would want them to cut it down. Like, the radio edit would be like 3 minutes. So, like, little parts.
Well, that's it. You could try and tell that 20-minute story in 3 minutes.
I think it'll work.
Oh, we lost Brian again. All right, so we'll go to Webb. What's
Okay, so look at this. And then of course, look how cool it is inside.
Beautiful. Gatefold.
I mean, it has all the lyrics and all the look at those pictures of these young little guys. They're so young.
Yeah.
There's so much of the future ahead of them. I mean, seriously, they're like 24 right here, right? I think. And I'm saying the same thing Will did. Necromancer, especially Under the Shadow. That's the heaviest they were, except maybe the ending section of 6-1. That when the down bam bam. I mean, with that, and then the double time dang. I mean, that's prog metal right there too. I mean, that is heavy as they got in Under the Shadow section. It's a 12-minute piece, and I know at the end, Enter the Prince. Yeah, what West Coast Dave said, they released Enter the Prince as a single, but it just kind of sounds like it's a rewrite of the Who, Bob O'Reilly. But it's good. And then so I just can't. I've always loved the Necromancer. Getty's voice is mean. I mean, he sounds mean. I just love the way he sounds. In the tower.
The tower part, yeah.
Under the Shadow part, yeah. And then Fountain is my number 2. And I love the in the Valley opener. That down. I mean, I just think that's incredible. I like even No One at the Bridge is some of his best soloing. I mean, people talk about, like, non-Rush fans talk about the No One at the Bridge solo. I had a friend of mine in high school that just tried to learn that solo. I love the feel of that section. And so those would be my 1 and 2. And I mean, I love Bastille Day. What a great way to open to, which could have been maybe on the first album or even Fly By Night.
How's that sound?
And No One at the, and I think I'm going bald. That outro solo, the sound of his guitar on this record is my favorite of all, even Permanent Waves or Hemispheres. It's that Sunburst Hollow. Oh, you can't see it. It's the Sunburst 335 hollow body. I mean, it is just absolutely.
Yeah, it's beautiful guitar.
There it is right there. There it is right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
that hollow, God, it just sounds so good.
Oh, there we go.
All right, so I'm done with that one. Love
Okay,
Crescent Steel.
Trying to get Brian back in here. It says device is not connected, so I don't know what's going on. But oh, there we go.
There.
What?
Oh, you're gone.
It's always an adventure with Brian.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah.
Finding his way.
I'm sorry. I live right in the middle of the concrete jungle, and I got like a zillion, things going on around with the internet. So sorry about that.
Cool. Yeah. So where
My
you
my
going
neighbor
then?
downstairs runs a podcast too, and he's got like all the hi-fi stuff. So I'm sure that's something to do with it. But is it my turn yet?
Yeah.
I
Like
missed
a game
everything.
of whack-a-mole. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It's
So,
probably going to be annoying for the viewers seeing it pop in.
A good friend of mine sent me this. Thank you, Will.
You're welcome. Looks
And
familiar.
we were talking about it, and he's like, "Hey, I got a really good copy of this for sale." And I was like, "You know what? Out of all the Rush albums that they have, that would probably be the last one I buy."
Yeah.
He says this to me like, I don't know, it was like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. It hasn't left my platter. So
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Bastille Day off it because I love it when it's live. I like it off of this. I like the Necromancer a lot. I like a lot of this whole album. The second side's really strange, but I really couldn't decide. I know it's got that Fountains of Lament. It doesn't say that. They're
Yeah, there's like
individually
broken up into different things.
they're individually right. So it kind of threw me off because when I was looking on it
That's weird. the way they
online,
did
just
that
trying to
there.
get more
Yeah.
information. There's only 5
Yeah.
songs. So. Oh man, I think I'm Going Bald is a great song off of this. I think that is a great.
Good. I'm glad people
And
are
I
praising that
remember
because
asking
people make fun of
somebody,
that. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I asked my friend he's a hardcore at the time. He was a hardcore Rush fan. And I said, "What is the weirdest album they ever did?" He said, "Oh, Hemispheres for sure, Hemispheres." I think this is the weirdest
think
album,
that's-
and it's almost a perfect listen. It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, Rivendell was on Fly By Night, huh? I meant to point that one out.
Yes.
But yeah, Lakeside Park, and I did like a lot of the Fountain of Lament stuff. I found it to be very intriguing.
Cool.
But I'm picking Bastille Day.
Cool.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
I
a
do
good,
like the
good opener.
storyline of Bastille Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went with the Necromancer as well. It's just as Webb's reasons too. Like Getty's ferocious vocals on that, and he's just screaming. He doesn't use that voice much going forward, but on this, he's just.
Yeah.
And then that part where it gets fast, that weird sound while they're like he's soloing and the drumming, that's weird effect that they to get that sound before the solo kicks in. Just so weird. I don't know what exactly that is. Like some phase effect or something. Some really weird.
Yeah, it is. It's like a
phaser or something.
on that, I think.
Really weird, which you wouldn't really be able to replicate live very much. But there's not very much live video of this song. There is some footage of it, but it's that's my favorite Rush song anyway. So this was easy when we got to this album because that's my favorite Rush song. So I was like, okay, well, I know what this one is. Bastille Day was hard not to pick because I've always loved that song. That's a great rocker to open it up on with. But yeah, and I'm glad to see. I think I'm Going Bald is getting some love because I actually do really like that song. People kind of like to crap on it a little bit because the lyrics are silly but it's a great bluesy jammy song too. So yeah, it's another good one. But yeah,
it's like the dog years for Chris Steele, right? So it's they have a sense of humor, right? So,
Yeah. So again, Logan went Necromancer. I'm trying to find their things here. Hold on, gallery, and then okay, yeah. So Cody and Kiefer also both went Fountain of Lamneth. So yeah, they both picked that as well.
Cool.
So yeah, so some overlap here. Cool. So I mean, there's gonna be when on some of these albums that only have like 5 songs, you're bound to have overlap with less material, right? So, but yeah. So that moves us on to what many would call their best, or moving pictures, I guess. But a lot of people would call this like their classic album. Their I guess you say their best 70s album, their classic 70s album would be this, I guess. Argue a few others, but Farewell to Kings maybe. No? Okay, so 20 maybe because of the title track, but yeah, giving it away here. Yeah, 2112. So you got the title track 2112, and then it's broken up into all these little different pieces as well. So that's all the side one is that on the original record, I believe. And then you go to A Passage to Bangkok, The Twilight Zone, Lessons, Tears, and Something for Nothing. So I don't think we'll have any surprises, but we'll see. So Christina, what are you picking?
Well, first I forgot to show you my Fly By Night album. I will show you my 2112. Can you see it?
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah. Awesome.
Everybody always makes fun of them for this.
Whatever. It's the 70s.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look at Alex's crotch.
Yeah.
Look at Alex's
Right.
crotch. You're going to see something.
Oh, I don't want to see.
Alex knows how to sell records, right?
Oh,
Cable code.
Oh, he's got it bad. I mean, that's crazy that they let that fly. I mean, they said, this is our picture, guys.
That's funny, really.
This is that Neil's jacket. Neil's jacket, beautiful.
Mm,
It's kimono. I should say kimono. Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Neil's kimono. It
I
looks
got
like
so many
it's made
notes
of
on this.
silk.
Bear with
All right.
me. I got a lot of notes on this one.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure
This
we're all
is my
picking the same
favorite.
song here, but
This is my favorite because when I was 15, this is when I first learned Rush of Rush. I didn't learn the other albums till after this. My number one pick is Passage to Bangkok. How could it not be?
nice.
Yes.
I mean, you're traveling everywhere, far away to dine on the scrumptious weed of the world. You know what I mean? And the train. I love songs with trains in them too. Doesn't matter. I love trains. And he's got. What else do I got going on here? I can't hear it, but there's supposed to be a long toke sound effect after the second chorus. Is that so?
Yeah, it's just that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's
It
like
goes
a-
with the keyboards. That's
a
associated.
deep breath. Yeah.
So that's crazy too in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then of course my number two is the whole 2112. I mean,
Yeah.
God, I just love that whole thing. It's just another battle. The priests they want you to listen to what and hear what they want you to hear and say what they want. And they battle, and he can't understand why he finds a guitar and amp and they won't let him make music,
Yeah.
That's the way I take it anyway. But I love that. I love that whole album.
So you're saying it's Mr. Roboto before Mr. Roboto.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
stop.
kind of, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Rush did it first
Never
about
connect Mr. Roboto to Rush.
Well, no, yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh god, that's funny.
That is. Martin would give it a 0.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god, yeah. That's funny. Cool.
I drove around and listened to that so many times when I was young.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that intro, that then it just goes into the main riff. Yeah, it's cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little weird, but
It is a little bit
doesn't
weird.
it doesn't hurt the song. It
Gives you
fits
that
right.
oriental feel, you know?
It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has that exactly that Oriental train feel. Yeah.
It's kind of funny. That's cool though. I'm glad you picked that. I thought, everyone's gonna pick 2112. This will be like 2 seconds, but no, that's cool that you picked something else.
Good.
Love that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Will, what are you going with?
Yeah. Well, 2112. My God, it's a monster.
It is.
And if you are going to list the top 10 records from the 70s, 2112 is going to show up on that list probably 99% of the time.
Yeah.
So the song I chose is Lessons, actually.
Cool.
Sweet memories.
Yeah.
Flashing very quickly by. I love that song. It's catchy. Another short piece. For me, it's almost like a reflection back on where they wrote it almost like a reflection of where they are now. Look how much has happened to us in the last 4 years, and they're still very much on that journey. So it really speaks to me. It's got a great feel to it. It's a happy song, great driving song. Musicianship, of course, the lyrics, all of it. Just a really catchy number and a short piece. Great B-side track. You could have probably even opened the second side with that song. I think that's strong. And again, another fun song to play acoustically. It's got that nice blending of acoustic and rhythm, which the guys are famous for doing. And these shorter tracks are gems. And of course, I had to look at 2112 objectively because it is such a monster release and epic. Like Christina mentioned, there's just so many amazing tracks on this. So I went with that. And then my honorable mention was Something for Nothing, just because that is a great hard rock great live song. Exactly. Yeah. When they played it live on a couple of releases in the 70s, the Hammersmith Odeon show from 78. It kicks. Also a great way to close out the record. Something for Nothing. And again, it speaks to where they are. In my mind, it speaks to where they are and what's going on. And we've been working hard, and here's what we've done. And let's close out the record that way. So, I don't know what else to say about 2112. It's brought to you by Temple Vision for you Rush fans out there.
It's all been said about 2112.
Yeah, well, that's it. And you know what I also love is the storytelling in between the songs. Neil has included the bits and pieces of text on the records that tells this story of 2112 and it's just an epic science fiction story. And that's what I love about it also. So who doesn't love this record, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can't look at this and say, I hate that record. You just, I'd like to have that argument with you if you do. So it's hard not to love that record. So thanks.
Cool. Brian.
Yeah. All right, so I'm new to Rush. I'm fairly new to Rush. I didn't grow up on Rush. I found them during COVID. So I'm about 5 years in, I'd say, right?
Cool.
So
cool.
I bought the CD at Target for $5. I bought the CD, and I love the CD so much. I still have it, but I like the CD so much, and it was a remix. I went out and bought the record. I was like, I can't live without it. Just like what Will said. But yeah, that Temples of Shrinks, I couldn't even. That really blew my mind. I liked all the keyboards with it. I liked how heavy it was. I liked that it was a transcending story with the lyrics. But I really like a lot of the keyboard work on this, and a lot of what he did. But the solos throughout with Alice, he's an animal on it. Yeah. But there's so many. I guess there are some honorable mentions, but yeah, Lessons is good. I think Tears was all right. Grand Finale. And Passage to Bangkok. That's always fun when they play that live. It's always fun to listen to. Mm-hmm. Like I don't get any fatigue from listening to this album. No,
that's a good way to put it.
I bought a Spanish version, a Spanish copy, but I ended up sending it to somebody that never heard of Rush before. So I gave them that copy. And I kept this one, the remaster. But this one's got that hologram on it. So when you spin it, you can see the hologram.
Yeah.
That's a nice version. That's a nice version that you have.
Yeah. Oh, man, this thing is, I forget how many. It's only 180. But, man, this compared to the CD, the record blows the CD away.
CD records are always going to blow away CD quality anyway.
Yeah. It's hard with the CDs. It gets so mid-rangey sometimes, you know. You don't get that bottom end.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of CDs. I have them, but that's not my first go-to media choice. I always go for records.
I think we got the same one then, the Rush remasters. Did you see any?
Yep. It'll be deep in the grooves of the LP. That's where you get that bass, deep down in the groove.
Oh my God.
Yeah. With a good needle. Got to have a good needle.
Yeah, good needle.
Definitely not a disappointing album, and I think Will's up there with it's probably one of the 10 best out of the 70s.
Yeah.
Cool. Webb, any surprises, or are you going
720? Well, okay. I'm not going to pick 2112 only because, but I do want to say something. Me and my Rush guys, we can play 2112 all the way through without playing Oracle. We skip over Oracle. I just wait for the soliloquy and grand finale. Oh my God. I love the sound of 2112. You know, the production value, as Logan would love to hear, really steps it up a notch from Crest of Steel. Crest of Steel sounds great, but it's kind of dry. You know, I mean, Will might agree with that. You know, it's kind of a dry, and you can tell maybe, I don't know if they had any more money, but Terry Brown got a better sound on 2112. It's bigger.
Yeah.
It just, God, it sounds so good. But I'm going to say Passage to Bangkok is my favorite, but it's just so hard to pick. I like side B. I mean, people talk about, oh, it's front loaded. Side B is like whatever, but you know, some of the critics will say that. But Lessons, I'm figuring out Will up there. He loves the strumming on Making Memories. He loves the strumming on Lessons. Alex wrote those lyrics, by the way. Alex wrote the lesson lyrics.
Yeah.
That's the only time he ever. And what a solo again. So I would say Patches of Bangkok just because, and of course the live versions are great.
Yeah.
Exit Stage Left was the first time I heard it, right?
Yeah.
I had Exit Stage Left before 2112. And so I heard that live and then I was like, okay, the album version's a little bit, you know, it's a little different, a little slower, whatever, but oh man, it sounds so good. It just, you can't get tired of it. Mm-hmm. And then I'll put Less in second, but Something for Nothing's great too. And Tears is great.
Yeah. Tears.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah. I like it too.
Yeah.
I like the whole album.
Yeah.
I know. I think that's what we all do. We all like all these albums.
Yeah. Tears written by Getty. That one's written by Getty Lee. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is interesting. Yeah. And
It
showed up. Yeah. It showed up on the 20. I think it showed up on the 2112 Deluxe. There was a cover by I forget which band did it, but it was really good. It was a good cover of that song.
Wow.
It'll come to me. Anyway.
I mean, it's a change of pace, right? But and Twilight Zone is just a weird song, really cool, weird song too, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like that one too. Yeah.
I think the whole album is just strong. There's not a bad song. Even Tears, for what it is, just a ballad, is still cool. Yeah. It's a good song.
Yeah.
I think because of 2112 on here, that's why everyone says, "Oh, side B is blah blah," because side one is so epic, right? With that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But people forget that there's other great stuff on here, and I love that you guys. I was sitting here thinking everyone's picking 2112. No one's gonna pick anything else. It's cool that you guys picked something else. I love that it wasn't just a generic everyone's picking 2112 thing. But unfortunately, I'm picking 2112. So
that was a good setup.
Somebody has to choose.
That was a good setup. That was a good walk-up.
Oh, it was totally accidental. Okay, sure.
No, come on. You have to. Somebody had to.
Somebody had to pick it. Yeah, I thought everyone was picking it, and it's just like, I thought if I picked something else, people are gonna give me shit and be like, "You're picking something other than the 2112," and then look what happens. That's kind of funny. But if word for 2112, I'd probably go Passage to Bangkok or Something for Nothing. But what else is there to say about 2112? Just an epic song.
Yeah, it changes so much. Sorry.
Parts. You think the song is over, right? Because it fades out almost. Like it does. It kind of fades out, and you're like, okay, song's over. Wait, what? It's coming back now again. Kind of goes back and forth between the parts repeat a little bit, and it just kind of. And I even like ending when this is what he's saying. We have lost all control or something. Yeah, the whole ending part two. It's just such a cool song.
Yeah.
And,
just a long. Sydney, I just thought of something. I have to because you mentioned the end.
Yeah.
So attention all plants of the Solar Federation.
Yeah.
7 words, say it 3 times, that's 21. We have assumed control. 4 words times 3 is 12. 2112.
Yeah. Nice.
I mean, I don't know if he did that on purpose. I don't know if this somebody, stoned as hell, figured that out, 10 years later. But I mean, it's 21 and then it's 12.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I think I'll bet he did. I'll bet he did. But
these guys are smart. So
I'm glad you mentioned it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this song always makes me laugh because there's footage of them playing it at that Winterland, that black and white footage. They don't do the full version. I think it's maybe 12 minutes or something. It's long. I don't think they do full 20 minutes. Might be a little bit longer than 12. I can't remember the exact time length, but it's not the full length. But it's still quite long. And so I guess they're at the end, and Getty sees, we're almost out of time, so we're just going to play one more for you. It's from our newest album, the title track, 2112.
He looked over at the time ticking by, and he saw 12 or 13, 14 minutes. He's like, all right.
We have time for one more.
One more song.
Well, we could do I'm Going Bald. We could do Bastille Day, and then we could do Lakeside Park, or we'll just do 2112.
Yeah.
Let's do 2112.
Yeah, let's do that.
We don't have much time left, and let's do our longest song. It's kind of funny. So that always makes me laugh. Whenever I hear that, I always think of that for whatever reason. But it's just, really funny story with that one. Yeah. But 2112 I went with, and actually Logan, Kiefer, and Cody all went with 2112 as well.
So and probably from with Cody and possibly Webb, it's from a drummer's perspective, and Brian.
Probably.
It's got to be a fun song to play.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
imagine. Like it's got to be challenging, I'm assuming,
Yep.
and a lot of fun as well. So
Yeah.
Overture
whole-
with Overture just with the
yeah.
timing of everything. You just have to be in sync and looking at everybody, you know, to nail it. Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure. Makes sense.
I was texting with Cody, and he was saying he just did like this whole Rush tribute thing, and he said Nancy Peart was there.
Yeah.
So he said that was just like crazy. He's just like,
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm here doing this
Cool.
in front of Neil's
Yeah.
like widow. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
royalty.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I
She's
met
royalty. I've seen her.
Cody knows
Nancy,
what he's doing.
and Yeah.
Cody knows what he's doing on the drums. I've seen his videos. He definitely can play.
Fantastic drummer.
So I'm playing Genesis stuff. I was like, oh my God, he's playing Genesis. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, Cody's a good drummer. You could be sitting there doing like, not to slander AC/DC, but you could be sitting there doing your simple AC/DC song. Here comes Cody. You're like, I'm throwing this drum set away.
Yeah.
Cody's phenomenal. Yeah, he pulls that stuff off. I've seen some of his videos on that stuff too, and he's great. It's too bad he couldn't be here, but yeah, that's okay. He gave me his picks, so yeah, that's what he picked as well. He went with 2112 on that too. So yeah, then that brings us to right here. All right, okay. Farewell to Kings. Another classic album.
This is framed. This is the album framed.
Oh,
My
very
mom
nice.
framed it. My mother framed it for me.
Very nice. Very nice.
I have it, but it ain't framed.
God, you can see the screen reflecting off of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go up on
That's
the
cool.
wall.
That's cool. I've got the 45 around here somewhere too. I'll pull that out later. But
Oh, Webb's a wizard too.
yeah, this is cool.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I know, look
Cool.
at that. Look
Yeah.
at that. They're over in England. They're a little lonely, right? They're over in Wales and
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Maybe
went
they
to
got a
England to
little-
record this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Wales. Yeah. So we got.
Rockfield. I think they're at Rockfield, right? At Rockfield Studios. We'll know that.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
out in the country.
Correct. Yeah, which is in
Rockfield,
the
Wales. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, very cool. This is my OG. That's why it's all beat to hell.
Look
and
at that
everything.
pic.
Look at
God, that pic of Neil is the best
Yeah.
freaking picture of him ever.
Oh yeah, these are great. I used to look at these when I was a kid, well, teenager. So I'd stare at this for hours and listen to it. Look at it, I got tape on there holding it together. That's how old this is. So
Here's a
beautiful.
question: how many times have people seen Rush in concert?
22
14.
for me. 22 for me.
Ooh, I knew
22
you had
times.
me beat, Will.
Yeah, but I'm
Will,
nothing
can I ask
compared
a
to
question?
some people I know.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, there's people
I
that are like,
cry
I've seen
now.
every tour, and like I've been there. And there's people that are like, I've seen every tour like 4 times in every show, and it's just like, what,
Yeah.
200 times.
Oh, yeah.
Bobo.
That's great.
Look at Bobo, 19 from 77 to 2015. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, Will, real quick, did you see, like, I only saw one show on every tour. I mean, I just saw him in Atlanta every time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I didn't go like some people say, oh, I saw him 5 times on one tour. So that's how you really amp up all the numbers. Did
Yeah.
you see him?
In the early years, well, Grace Under Pressure was my first tour. I saw 2 shows out of the 3 in Toronto.
Okay.
But again, tickets were $15, so you could still
I
go
have
for
my
spaghetti
stuff
dinner and
somewhere.
stuff. You could afford to live back then. But no, over the years, generally, like all through the 80s, one show, but all the tours, the 90s, right up till about Test for Echo, I stopped seeing them. I was busy in the 90s doing stuff, getting married and establishing my life and all that. So I missed all that. Then 2002 forward, I saw as much as I could because those are what I call the bonus years. So Vapor Trails twice, Snakes twice, R30 twice. I just kept doing like 2 and 3 nights whenever I could. So yeah, just so I could take as much in before, sadly, before the end, right? So yeah. But yeah, as Sydney said, I'm nothing compared to some. I have some friends that it's like 347 shows. You know,
Holy shit!
I'm like, what did you?
Most
What?
I've heard is
I've
like
been to.
60. I've heard 60 something or 70.
Oh yeah,
but I haven't. I've never.
That's crazy.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It
Christina,
is.
how many of you?
I have
seen?
never seen
Never
them.
seen them? No?
Yeah, I'm gonna cry now.
Oh my God, Brian, you've
It's
never
okay.
seen
No,
them,
I've
right? Because
never
you're new
seen
to
them.
Rush, right? So yeah, you wouldn't have.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
just
I've
got
never
into him
seen
5 years ago, no.
Yeah, you wouldn't have because they were already.
No, they always sold out. So it was impossible to get a ticket anyway. They would sell out within
Yeah.
less than a minute.
I saw them. Will was probably there at that SARS festival. Did you see them at
I
that?
did not see that
You were
one.
not
No,
there, okay.
no.
Yeah,
I
when
did
there was
not.
the whole SARS outbreak in Toronto, and they wanted to show the world that Toronto is actually not dangerous to come to, so they threw this
Oh.
Yeah.
concert, Rush, Guess Who,
Yeah.
Isley Brothers,
Rolling Stones, AC/DC.
Rolling Stones, AC/DC.
Cool.
Earlier in the day, they kind of had like the pop artists. They had Justin Timberlake and Christina Aguilera, and I feel bad. I don't like her at all, but poor Celine Dion got booed so badly. Dan Aykroyd was actually like the host.
Yeah,
Dan Aykroyd came out and was like kind of giving people a hard time. He's like, hey. He was like, "Come on, she decided to be here." And it's like, yeah, it's kind of rude. You don't really do that. It's kind of like, I don't know.
No. She just had a birthday yesterday. She turned 41. That's crazy. So, because I still think of her as like the new person on the scene. So, but
I didn't mean to do a tangent, Sid, by asking about the shows, because I mean, you know, Rush geeks can talk for hours.
Unfortunately, I was like, I don't know how old I would have been. Okay, so 2003. Oh boy, math is not my strong suit.
When were you born, Sydney? What year were you born?
I'm not telling you that. So I was 16. Okay.
Yeah, you're like 39 or something, aren't you? 38?
Not yet.
All right.
Yeah, so I was about 16 at that time, and oddly enough, at 16, I was just kind of starting to listen to music. I know it's a pretty old age to like really start getting into like I heard music growing up from my parents, but I just kind of started really getting into it. So unfortunately, at the time, I knew like a couple of AC/DC hits. I knew a couple of the Rush hits. So it was still an enjoyable show, but it was, if I knew the music more, I've been way more into it. Yeah. And we kind of left like 4 songs into the Rolling Stones at the very end because we knew it would be impossible to get out of there.
Oh yeah, it was like 750,000 people or 2 million people or something.
Were you with Sid? You were with George and Elle. You were with Mom and Dad.
I was with them. Yeah.
Yeah, so George is being dad. He's like, we got to get out of here, son.
Yeah, we got to get on the road.
Couldn't see anything. I'm watching the show on like a giant screen, right? It's not like I could see the screen at all. Like I'm just seeing the stage at all. I'm just looking at it like on a big screen, right?
Yeah.
But I think each band only played maybe 4 or 5 songs. There's so many bands that were there, right?
Yeah.
So they weren't doing like full set lists or anything. Yeah, I won't post that comment.
Your mom has a good post right there. Your mom, Elle, has a good post.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you got great parents, bro.
Very lucky. For a 16-year-old, that's perfect. That's
oh my god!
I have the DVD.
There you go.
I have the DVD of it, and like even the Isley Brothers, like because it was a rock show, they did Shout, but then like the guitar player came out doing like Hendrix stuff, and he's wailing away during the song Shout. I'm like, what the hell?
Heck yeah!
Oh yeah, live music is so good.
So I went away from that thinking like the Isley Brothers was like some hard rock band or something, and then I listened to the original. And I'm like, oh, this isn't like the live version. That's
funny. But that Rush set that they did at SARS was a super tight set. Like it was like 5 or 6 songs. They did Tom Sawyer, Limelight, Vapor Trail stuff. They did One Little Victory, I think, and they did a little quick instrumental on Paint It Black as well.
Yeah,
going into it, which was very cool.
The Stones were there. Stones were there. So
yeah, exactly. And there were, I think, a couple other Vapor Trails tracks. If
there's some facts. Jimmy played with the Isley Brothers in the '60s, so there you go.
Yeah. Ron Isley, or I don't know what Isley brother it is, but that guy could play a guitar. So and of course he was jamming.
Yeah,
he did "Oh Canada" on the guitar too, and started doing. So like kind of like a tribute to how Jimmy did the Star Spangled Banner back then. He kind of did the same, but with Canada. It was really cool actually.
That's cool.
It was actually really cool.
Yeah, cool.
But, like my biggest I think my biggest memory of that. Yeah, no, we're going off on a tangent now.
I know Christina's like, can we talk about?
I just listened to
that was the other song. Who's That Lady? Yes, thank you. Who's That Lady? Who's That Lady? And Shout were the 2 songs. But yeah, I was wailing away on the solos, which kind of don't fit in with those songs, but like it was cool. But yeah. My biggest takeaway from that, sadly, was Justin Timberlake getting pelted with water bottles when he joined the Stones. He joined them to sing "I Miss You," and they pretty much just let him sing most of the song.
No,
it wasn't bad.
Yeah, with the falsetto.
But people just didn't want to see him, right? So they were throwing water bottles and keep.
Canadians aren't as nice as people think, eh?
It was the Americans that went to the show that were throwing the bottles. No, I'm just kidding.
When I saw the Stones, Journey and Thorogood opened for him in Philly, and Journey got booed off the stage.
Yeah, it's a weird pairing. I love that show, but that's a weird pairing.
Yeah, it was.
Journey into that.
And Philly has no mercy.
They do not.
Yeah, it happened with Joe Jackson in Toronto, opening for the Who many years ago, like in the 80s. And they were throwing everything at him, like, get off the stage.
I like him.
I love Joe Jackson's first 2 albums.
That's kind of a good pairing, though, because the Who was kind of doing weird, quirky stuff in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
for
that
sure.
strange.
No, but Toronto,
All right.
Toronto was not happy about it. So
Everybody got booed opening for the Stones. Well, yeah, to be fair, it was supposed to be like this thing. Yeah, I thought it was just rude to do that. But yeah, Keith Richards was getting mad and pointing at people, and then you see like Justin high-fiving Keith Richards for defending him. It's kind of funny. But it's like,
I'm reminding people where we are.
so yeah, farewell to King before we
Yes.
lose people. Oh yeah,
Farewell to King.
farewell to King. Farewell to Justin. No, I'm kidding. I don't have anything against Justin Timberlake. Yeah. Farewell to Kings. So yeah, we got the title track starts it off. Xanadu, Closer to the Heart, the big hit. Cinderella Man. Here's where I go butchering words. Madrigal, or yeah,
Madrigal. Yeah.
Madrigal. Okay,
yeah.
and Cygnus X1, or is it 11? I guess it's X1.
X1.
Right?
X1.
X1.
Yeah.
X1. It looks
Sid,
like X1 to me.
Come on.
I know. I'm horrible with song titles. And,
yeah, Cygnus
It is
Cygnus
X1. It's not
X1. Yeah, Cygnus X1, Book 1, The Voyage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, on the CD it only says Cygnus X1.
Exactly. On the record too,
Mm.
which is
Okay.
interesting. Yeah. So,
So Christina, start us off. What's your pick on this one?
I have to pick Xanadu
There you go.
Yeah.
because the lyrics. I mean, who doesn't want to find, the fountain of youth or whatever they? But it's based on a poem by a Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and the poem's
Yeah.
called Kubla Khan, and
Yeah,
it's a
I
man's
read it.
1,000-year voyage to find immortality. So
Mhm.
I love the lyrics to it, and then you got freaking bird sounds, wind chimes, bells. Freaking Neil. He's got everything in the
Xanadu.
sun
Yeah.
in that book. In that one, I just love that one. And then my second one would have to be Closer to the Heart, and Farewell to Kings is for a runner up there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah, good choices.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Will?
Yeah, this was tough, as I said earlier. This record to me is one of the most perfect Rush records, and it's just one of the best records from their entire catalog and from obviously the 70s stuff. I went with Cinderella Man, another short one, but actually a very good hard rocker. Great storytelling.
Acoustic strumming.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
I'm telling you, man.
I mean, that's my jam, and it really this stands out on the record to me as a perfect Rush song. Again, with the storytelling, and it fits in nicely. Track number 2 on the second side, and on another note, Farewell to Kings was like up there. It was really between the two because that is such an epic piece, and again ties into the whole theme of the record, and a great way to open the record. So that was a tough one. I think I chose that as my my honorable mention. I chose Madrigal.
Cool.
It just has that beautiful medieval kind of sound that ties into the theme and everything you're looking at while you're listening to this. Really nice shorter piece on side 2. And then, of course, I had to go with Cygnus X1, Book 1, The Voyage, which, going back to that, is mentioned, the full title, inside the record. It's in the lyrics section as the title, just not on the back. But this is the Cygnus X1. Well, we all know it. Some amazing jamming on there. Great storytelling. Getty's voice. Like, oh my God, he sounds like I don't even know what he sounds like, a siren. It's just he's so up there, right? So, and even when they do it live, I've heard the early versions of this and abbreviated versions of Cygnus X1, even on R40 when they did it. It was amazing. It's a killer song. So I had to mention that also.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice. Over to Brian, who's stayed with us the whole time.
Brian's made it.
Yeah, it's getting better. Whatever's going on has been clearing up. But between cars coming by with their GPSs and everybody with their internet,
I could say farewell to the internet issues.
So this is also my favorite album by Rush. Period. I think this is the perfect album. I picked Xanadu. How can you not? I love the Exit Stage Left version very much, but I've heard better versions through Will's Rush page. Farewell to Kings. I love the way it opens up, and it's got those bells in the beginning, like. Dun, 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 dun. Close to the Heart, I think, stands out all by itself too with the track on this album.
That's a great radio.
Cinderella
I still
Man,
like that
I sing
song.
that all the time when I'm in the shower.
I don't
it's
need
always
to
an
know that.
earworm going on.
Cinderella Man in the shower. Does that make you the Cinderella Man? You're singing it in the shower.
Yeah, but Xanadu, you
Let's
know,
not do that.
the Milk and Honeydew. I don't. The lyrics are incredible. I think it's completely off the
Already
rails
in the show.
with what they're singing about. So I like it a lot, just because I think
Yeah.
it's very unique. But yeah, this album is.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Skippers, this thing is a 10-10. And the Cygnus X1, the book one is very good.
Cool.
That's a very good. That's
So
a
we're
good
gonna
closer
end,
too.
We're gonna end
Now
the show that
you're
way.
dying for it. And it says to be continued, right, on the inside of the thing. So it's like,
That's so cool,
what's the
isn't
other
it?
one?
Yeah, when it
You know,
says
they're
to
gonna
be
do
continued.
Yeah, so the point with so that's why these guys lasted so long. They seemed to really get along because it wasn't everyone fighting over, oh, only I'm writing songs. You don't get to write.
Yeah.
Songs. They were all writing songs here and there. As much as Neil was the main songwriter, these guys were still he was still saying, you guys can write too. It's not all these things where you have some bands where it's one guy writing everything and can lead to things. So, everybody, we're going to have Brian end the show singing Cinderella Man in the shower for us. No, I'm kidding.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Just record it, Brian, and then post it up.
Your account has been blocked. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, come on. You don't want to see my swim cap?
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, I gotta tell you.
Oh, my God.
I gotta tell you.
Oh, my God. Yeah, what Web?
I gotta tell you I can't wait to tell you my favorite.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cygnus X1 is top 5 in the catalog for me.
Okay.
I just can't get enough of it. The way the musicianship, they add one down, 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 and then 3, drummers know all that stuff. And it's a spacey, trippy voyage till you get swallowed up by a black hole. I mean, come on. I mean, it is. Can you imagine sitting around with that fade in? I can't imagine people sitting around just with a heavy buzz, listen to that, and then the constellation of, I mean, that is just wow, unbelievable. And that was they said that was the highest Getty's voice ever got, was spinning, whirling, slow descending, and every nerve is torn. When he says every nerve is torn apart, as he's getting, it's a very dangerous voyage going up in space. I'm a constellation guy too. So of course, when I looked up and tried to find, had to find Cygnus on my app that finds it and all that stuff, and Rocinante and all those, all the stars he mentions and everything. And
Deneb. Yeah.
So I never get tired. I never get tired of Cygnus X1. I mean, those bass lines, just every part of it. I mean, I could have said Xanadu because, and that's the first take of Xanadu. They had rehearsed it, and played it. That's the first take you hear live in the studio, pretty much. I think they obviously added some vocal overdubs and things like that, but the rhythm and a lot of it is live. And it sounds a little, if you listen to it, to me, it sounds a little bit different, maybe because it was that first take live than some of the other songs on the album. It sounds a little bit different to me.
Yeah, that's nuts that the song that long was a first take.
Yes. Yeah. No stopping, no doing it in parts, bam, all the way through. And
basically live, really.
Yeah, basically live in the studio, and then they went back. So, I mean, Xanadu is, you associate, like, people that aren't Rush fans, Xanadu is one of the ones they, associate Rush with, right? Working Man, Xanadu, Tom Sawyer, Limelight, Spirit of the Radio. So, yeah, Cygnus, I can't get tired of it. And the Samuel Taylor Coleridge thing for Xanadu, do you know another heavy metal band that did a Samuel Taylor Coleridge 13-minute song to
but I
close
have
their
to think
album?
about it.
In 1984, it was the closing song on their album.
Jump. I'm kidding.
The rhyme of the ancient mariner.
Oh, okay.
His eyes as he stopped. Yeah. So,
Cool.
oh yeah, that's Samuel Taylor Coleridge.
Nice.
Cool.
So anyway,
Very cool.
Cygnus, Xanadu
Cool.
too. Love them all.
This,
Yeah, you know what? Well done, because it's super interesting to me that you've got these 2 tracks on side 1, like, and then you got an 11-minute Xanadu being the 11-minute track. Here's track 2 on our record. You know, can we get this played on the radio, please? You know, like, yeah, just we'll play the first one, no problem, or we'll play some of the shorter ones like Madrigal and so forth. But yeah, no, we're not going to play that. At least it wouldn't happen now. You know, back in the 70s, sure, they got a lot of airplay on Xanadu, but it's interesting to me. And Rush was really on the map at this point in time too, right? So
right.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I think it endured them with the UK crowd, right? Because they went over there to record, and that's, I mean, and then suddenly, like, the UK was supporting him. I like what Bobo said: the final chords of Cygnus, and then the heartbeat. Dun, dun, dun,
yes,
you know he's still alive, or somebody's still alive.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There's more to the story. Exactly. Yeah,
that's
totally.
so cool.
I'll share that again just because I want to show it off. But I've got the Madrigal 45.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
And that's an OG too. That's my OG shirt.
Cool.
And then I threw this card in just for fun from the 40th release. And then up on the wall, if you follow my finger, the box set's up there. The 40th
That's cool.
Farewell to Kings box set is up there. So
Nice.
anyway, just wanted to show that off. So
Cool.
Nice.
yeah, so cool.
Great collection.
This was the toughest one to pick from, because I had like 4 songs all tied for like my favorite, so I'm like, just gotta flip a coin on this, I guess. And ultimately I ended up just started off at Xanadu, then I'm like, no, I like Cinderella Man, actually, like as Will pointed out, for his reasons. And yeah, I was gonna be like, nope, I'm going to Cinderella Man now, but then I'm like, oh, but there's Cygnus, and then but then there's Farewell to Kings. It's just,
I know.
and as cheesy as that music video, if you want to call it, I guess it's a music video for Farewell to Kings. That video that they filmed for that. As cheesy as that is. I love that. I don't care. It's cheesy, but it's a fun video to watch. But so I ultimately ended up going back to Xanadu. I had to. I couldn't go off of that. I wanted to go to Cinderella Man, but I ended up ultimately going back to Xanadu. That guitar solo on there is it's great.
Yeah.
The song is just long, epic, all these different changes.
Yes.
11 minutes, and it's just none of it gets boring. It's 11 minutes after it's done, you felt like 2 minutes went by, and you're like, whoa, that was like, what happened? Yeah. So for me, it was Xanadu. This was tough because I like those other, like, the whole album is great, but I had to just ended up with Xanadu. So that's what I finished.
Yeah, it's
the other guys?
super awesome track.
Yeah, and they all picked Xanadu.
Yeah,
they all want Xanadu as well. So actually,
I don't know. Just to interrupt a little bit, I don't know if I ever realized that I had heard after hearing it 200 times, but like, I mean, it takes 3.5 minutes before. I think it's 3.5 minutes to 4 minutes before the lyrics kick in. I mean, even before the I mean, it's a big, long buildup. You know, fade in and just set the mood.
Yeah. Starts with the birds, and there's just so much going on, and like it's super trippy, and it almost feels a bit Yes-like at the beginning. And don't quote me on that, because I'm a fairly new Yes fan over the last 6 years, I'll say. So
but no, that's a fair statement.
I'm digging in on the Yes stuff, but it feels a bit like that, and then all of a sudden it just boom and kicks off, right? So
well, they were big Genesis fans too, right? So it's kind of it could even be like a fade in, like a Genesis song.
Exactly.
Hasn't Geddy Lee stated that Chris Squire was his favorite bass player?
One of his main
Him
influences.
and Jack Bruce.
Jack Bruce, John Entwistle.
Yeah, Jack Bruce too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, very cool.
Cool. Yeah, like, actually, because I was looking at the list, Cody and Kiefer ended up picking the exact same songs for every album except for the first album. So they matched.
I got to look for the next album. Sorry.
Those diehard prog guys always end up matching, I guess.
I got a piece to show too. I'll be right back.
Okay, cool. So we're going to Hemispheres with that interesting album art. But,
Here we go.
Yeah.
I got one.
So this is actually my co-host Logan's favorite album, actually, by Rush. This is his favorite, Hemispheres, and unfortunately couldn't make it today, but yeah, this is his favorite. So yeah, it starts off with basically part 2 of the Cygnus story, right? Because it's Cygnus X1 Book 2, and then Hemispheres, and then there's all these different titles in between the parts of the song, right? And then it's Circumstances, The Trees, and La Via Strangiato. So then we got, so Christina, start us off.
The trees. I love, well, I'm a gardener and I love nature, but that's not the only reason. Will knows all about that.
They might be talking about a different kind of tree.
It's a political song, though.
I know it is. But that's what got me first into it before I started really listening to it.
I didn't know that when I was a kid. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know until you start getting into the lyrics really hard. And Neil said it's a parable about man behavior and human behavior and forced collectivism. And Getty said it's forced equality, which it kind of is, because in the end it talks about how all the trees have, the maples have some sun now, and the oaks are on, by hatchet, axe, and saw, so it's forced equality. But it's a great song. I love it. I love all the music in it, the lyrics, everything. And second, I'd have to go with
okay.
I know everybody loves Cygnus, but I like Circumstances a lot.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Great song.
Yep.
So yeah, Trees makes me laugh. The Canadians will probably get this one, so we'll probably understand if he's ever seen Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
But,
I've seen it.
Okay, Webb knows what I'm talking about, but there's one character and he's just a complete moron, but there's an episode where actually Alex is in it. Alex is in the episode and he gets kidnapped by one of the characters.
Yep.
But in that same episode, might even be the episode before, but yeah, there's like the whole storyline with. Anyways, the characters going on about I guess the band Helix is supposed to be playing in their small town. Or sorry, Rush is supposed to be playing in their small town, but Ricky's all about, I don't care about Rush. I like Helix. When that Helix concert back in the 80s, it's like Rush writes songs about singing to trees and talking to forests and shit like that. And he's like, Rush doesn't write songs about giving him an F and R. I'm like, what?
That's right.
So stupid.
It's a great scene, yeah.
And they kidnap, probably the funniest moment. And then he kidnaps Alex.
Yeah.
And he gets him to start playing. He sits Alex Lyson down on a chair. Play that Diane Sawyer song.
Diane Sawyer.
That's right.
You got to go back and watch that video.
Play I Like to Rock. Play I Like to Rock. Alex Lyson's like, that's April Wine, Ricky.
Yeah.
So don't you know how to play anything then?
Did you, Brian?
Oh, so funny.
Singing about trees and shit.
It's
funny.
God, it's hilarious.
It's a good bit.
Oh,
yeah, actually, I think Alex is on there a couple times. Actually, I know. Well, maybe it might have been a couple times, and Bubbles is always making a reference to Rush. Big Rush fan.
Well, there was a movie. He reappeared in that as like a cop and like a completely different character. That's
right.
He played a cop with Gord Downey from the Tragically Hip. They pulled him over or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's just funny making him play songs. None of them are by him. It's just like, oh my god, it's really funny. He's like, this is totally kidnapping. That's not kidnapping. I'm just borrowing you. I'm like,
yeah, that's right.
Just ridiculous. I've always loved Alex. Alex has got such a good sense of humor. And that whole blah 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 at the ceremony when they got inducted. That was
and he didn't tell the other guys that he was going to do that
Neil
either.
Was quite pissed off about it.
Yeah, Neil was embarrassed, and Getty was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And, and you could see, whether if you watch it closely and look at Getty and Neil, you can see Getty's face. He's like, "Come on, wrap it up. How long are you gonna do this?"
So
It's interesting.
Yeah,
Alex is a joker. Yeah, for sure.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So where were we? So Will, right? You're picking.
Will.
Yeah. So I wanted to show you this quick. We'll go back quickly to Farewell to Kings. This was a 45 that was released with the 40th anniversary of Farewell to Kings. And it's Closer to the Heart and Magical. And it was kind of cool. And then it was like a record store day release. And it came with a record spindler, or whatever you call those things, 40-45 spindler. So, which is kind of cool. So I've actually got a couple of those. But here's what I want to show you. We all know what Hemispheres looks like, but this is a red Canadian pressing. So the original Canadian pressing from '78 was red.
Cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I had about 10 of these at one point. I went a little crazy. It is one of my favorite Rush records. So
Cool.
I had about 10. I think I sold maybe 7. I've got 3 left. So, and this came with the poster too when it originally came out. Oh, beautiful. That looks good, Webb. When this came out, if you get an original pressing, black or red, it doesn't matter. They come with the Hemispheres poster as well, which is very cool.
Nice.
And some of the newer releases, actually, the black version, the 2015 black vinyl has the poster in it. So look for that if you're interested. That being said, I had to go with Cygnus X1 Book 2 Hemispheres. So I had to because it's such an epic piece. This is pure Rush prog. There's so many components to that opening side and that track within the story. Continuation of the Cygnus X1 Book 1 story. There's so much going on here. Prelude, Apollo, Bringer of Wisdom, Dionysus, Bringer of Love, Armageddon, the Battle of Heart and Mind, Cygnus, Bringer of Balance, and closing out with the Sphere, A Kind of Dream. Now, I've heard live versions of this, and they don't do the complete, I don't believe they do the complete piece, but pretty close. In some cases, they do most of it. Could be wrong on that. I'd have to go back and check the bootlegs. However, this is classic Rush. This is great 70s prog Rush, and it's almost like a closing piece because after this, they moved into a different format, a different type of format. So with permanent waves. So how cool is this, right? So this is the end of this proggy epic chapter with these epic longer pieces. So it stands out on its own from the Rush catalog. So, and I know there's a subculture of Rush fans that are obsessed with Hemispheres as a separate entity almost from their catalog. I'm one of them. So that being said, my honorable mention was La Villa Strangiato.
Cool.
Just because there's some great short tracks on here, Circumstances in the Trees, but La Villa is just pure Rush musicianship, and from all 3 guys, and it's just a killer track. And the story goes that correct me if I'm wrong on this, Web, but they had trouble laying it down live. Like it was so complex at the time.
Oh yeah,
they had problems recording it, and they had to finally break it down into sections. So
I think there's like 3 or 4 different splices together, and if you really listen, there's one section that's a little bit up tempo compared to the others. But you really got to be listening for that, and who really cares anyway? But they tried it as one piece, but
you can't really duplicate that live. It's too much going on for 3 guys to pull off live.
But I mean, the Exit Stage Left version is awesome. I mean, they even do extra stuff in it.
Oh yeah. Even the Toronto show, the YYZ from the Moving Pictures 40th, they do the complete version there. It's killer. And they shake it up a little bit, but that's a great recording too.
You almost need a second guitar player though with you to try to really duplicate it to make it sound like the original. But it's hard with a 3-piece doing a song.
People
like
say that
live.
solo is Alex's.
I mean,
think about how many great solos Alex did. I mean, oh my God! But people say that one in La Villa is like his absolute best for just the mood setter and the bring it up. And I mean, wow! Oh my God!
Yeah, for sure. So that's my choice. Hemispheres first, and then La Villa Strangiato. But great record overall, and I love another record here. Here, play this. Here, please play side 1 for us, and then But then you got the shorter pieces, which I think were probably both released as singles too. I think there's 45s out there for Circumstances in the Trees. So anyway, that's my piece. So.
And you got the back of the re-release is lame. You just it's just blue. You don't get the brain on the back of it.
No,
the CD,
but that's right.
Almost like the back should have been the front because it's like the Naked Man thing is kind of weird. But, kind of strange. But.
Yeah, they could have gone with even the logo there, which is very cool. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen, I don't have it in front of me, but the the 40th anniversary box set. It's got a wicked cover of the Hemispheres cover in red with the brains and everything. I wish I had it in front of me. It's amazing. That should have been the cover. Like it was re-released, but that if you could go back, that should have been the cover.
Like I don't think the CD doesn't even have it on the inside. Nothing. Like what's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
just kind of throw that in there.
Oh yeah.
Brian's like, come on, man. I want to talk about mine.
Brian, what you going with?
Yeah.
No, Will said it perfectly because I'm picking Cygnus X1 as well, and I think it's a perfect song. I think the album is almost perfect. Circumstances is good, but Villa Strangiato for the last song for the lead out is great. I mean, even like the breakdown trippy solos and stuff. You can't ignore the trees because I think the lyrics are insane. I think the lyrics are just beautiful. So, I don't know, Cygnus. There's everything going on with Cygnus, and I think Will said it too. It's like it's a little bit of everything that they do thrown into this one song, and you explained all the different parts. But I think as a whole, I just think it's a killer album. Just the whole, not to say front loaded because the backside is just as good. But I like those epic 18, 20-minute long songs that you don't get to hear all the time. And it's nice to it's nice when you identify and you can relate to something that long. A lot of people have the ADD theater. They want to do 2-3 minute songs. But I'm in the doom and stoner metal. A lot of that stuff is over 9-10 minutes, 11, 12.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, I like this. Everything they did on that, I think, is perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't catch any of the things, but next time I listen to it, I will listen for that. When they do the splicings, I'll listen for that. I can't hear it on this, but I got the picture disc.
Yeah, that's very. I've got an old one, but that's
that you had this the other day.
I do, yeah, yeah. Mine's an old one though. It's kind of beat up, but that's a new one. That's very nice. Yep, it's very nice.
And you know what? It doesn't have any effect. People are like, "Oh, picture disc. They don't sound as good as regular records or whatever." That's bullcrap. This thing is loud. This thing is super loud.
Yeah.
But I like it. I got it in the shrink thing. But.
Really nice. It's the same with the Signals picture disc that was released a couple of years ago for the 40th. It's incredible. It sounds amazing. So
I think you're right. They should have just kept the big brain on it because this is a thinking musician album.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not. Would you really want to walk around in a shirt with that? I don't know.
Yeah, but hold on. Is this the guy? Is that
to walk around with a shirt of that?
The Pinnacle dude? Yeah. Is that the Pinnacle guy?
I think they
from 21 Club.
Yeah, it's the same guy. It's the same guy.
Yeah. It's the.
I figure it's the same.
Yeah. They liked him so much they want to see his butt.
The guy in the suit is like, "Why are you naked?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You got the British guy in there going.
Oh, that's right. They see his butt anyway. Well, what am I thinking?
Yeah.
Actually, there's one other version. You guys keep going. I'll be right back.
But yeah, imagine what the British guy sees.
I got to show you this. I don't know if Brian was finished, but I'm jumping in. Sorry, Brian.
I am.
Okay.
No,
I don't think this has been played. I don't think this has been played at all. I've never played it. I got it for $3 like 15 years ago or more. I mean, look out. I don't know if you can just tell. I mean, it hasn't been played. It's so shiny and beautiful.
No, it's got 2 brains on it.
Yeah,
that's
I mean, cool. Hey, you love how they stepped it up. They got out of the kimonos, and then they're sitting there in Rockfield Studios, and then they like, all right, let's put on some cool jackets and look a little, a little more refined,
like rock stars now.
Yeah, now that we have a little bit of money, maybe a little bit, but okay, so I don't. This is that chord that Alex hits. They call it the Hemispheres chord in the beginning of Prelude. I mean, that guitar players talk about that all the time. Hemispheres is to me, Cygnus X1 Book 2 is better than 2112 as far as the epic long side. With that said, my favorite short song by Rush ever is Circumstances. So my favorite, under 4-minute Rush song is Circumstances. And how much can go on in a 3.5-minute prog song? I mean, it's a prog song and it's 3.5 minutes, and it just, I just am blown away by it. So I can go back and listen to that song anytime, even with the French. And
that's right.
what is it? The more the things change, the more things stay the same. How, that's been said before, but how true is that statement? That statement is absolutely true. I can't pick a favorite, but I'll say La Vida is unbelievable. Everything's unbelievable, but I'm just going to be contrarian and say Circumstances is my favorite. La Vida number 2.
Oh,
And that's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Super cool.
Yeah, I went. I went with La Via Strangiato. So yeah, that's my pick. Great instrumental. Probably they didn't do too many instrumentals, not really, but probably my favorite Rush instrumental. Like, I love YYZ, but I think I like this way better. YYZ is awesome, but this is a great song too. And yeah, I love this one. The soloing by Alex on this. Like, some days I could almost say this is probably my all-time favorite instrumental song. And I love guys like Joe Satriani, so that says a lot. So, but
me too.
yeah, this is just a great song. Just Alex shreds away on this one. Just a phenomenal guitar player. It's funny because Rush is so popular; they get talked to about a lot, but no one really. I don't think Alex really gets talked about as like this amazing guitar player by very many people, unless it's like the diehard Rush fans.
Not even
right?
hit parader, right?
Yeah.
Right. Even back in the day, I was always saying that he was underrated, and I think he was out in the spotlight. They were always on the radio with Tom Sawyer and all these other songs that they had. Even stuff off of Grace Under Pressure and stuff. Very underrated. What I love about him too is the atmospheric stuff he does. And I'm a huge Police fan, and I've always contributed Alex's guitar playing like Andy Summers because it's kind of similar. Plus, he's got some of the reggae stuff. Some of the reggae.
Oh yeah,
I like a lot of what he does, man. He's all over the spectrum, and I think he does it very well.
Yeah, but that was my pick. So yeah, La Via, and they all picked that as well.
They all picked that.
Yeah, Cody, Logan, and Kiefer all picked La Via. It's great.
You can't go wrong with anything on this album. I mean, literally, God, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. No, it is. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Will.
No. I was just gonna say. I don't know what I was gonna say. I forgot. So go ahead. Go ahead, Brian.
That time I asked my friend, what's the strangest album from Rush out of the whole catalog? And he said, I think it's Hemispheres. And the thing is, this thing immediately grabbed me off the bat when I first heard it. So I didn't think it was strange at all or weird or any of that. I didn't feel like it was out of place at all in the catalog. I think it fits. It's right there.
Yeah.
I'd say Caress is the strangest because he got like the song about him going bald, and here's like an epic song right after. That's the strangest to me.
Probably the strangest one that jumps out, out of their catalog for sure. Actually, I want to show you this one. I grabbed that too. This is a Record Store Day release a few years ago. Cool. So it's actually Cygnus X1. It's like an EP. Cygnus X1 and side 2 is Cygnus X2.
That's cool. That's
so
awesome.
it's got X1 and X2, which is very cool. And then inside, I'll show you. And if you're going to do shows with me, you'll learn that I like to show off my records. So because I've got a lot of Rush stuff. So that's the inside awesome. There. And then it's got that piece there, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of a neat thing. I played it once. It sounds really good. Super clean.
That's cool.
Very nice pressing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I've always been impressed with the Rush artwork. Yeah. The artwork has always been intriguing.
Oh, they're always really cool artwork.
Will, I know you know what this is. There's a Farewell to Kings book that they released. I got it off their website in the last few years. But it's like a book. It's a hard cover book. I don't want to run down and try to find it, but downstairs.
Sure. Yeah.
I didn't think about it till right now when you were showing that. But it's damn it. Should I go get it?
Is it like a tour?
No, it's like hold on. Keep talking.
Okay, no problem. I think I know what you're talking about.
That's called Web the Professor.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Well, if you guys keep, whatever sharing stuff, I have to show you this other version of Hemisphere. So keep talking. I'll be right back.
Cool. Yeah, we probably will continue the series and do all the albums. Do like a 80s period.
I think you should. Yeah. I got a lot more to
80 to 89 and then 91 to 2015 or whatever. Yeah. So just finish it off and do all three.
I love the 80s stuff. I really do. I love all the 80s stuff. I love all that stuff.
Yeah, I like it all
That's,
too. We listened to it almost every
weird
Friday night.
when it was coming out and it was fresh and it was new, I didn't like it. I was just like, change the channel, put in something else. I was just not into them at all. I don't know why. I just wasn't. Not even Tom Sawyer. I wasn't even into that either.
Yeah.
But that all changed. I guess, as you get older, your tastes change. You're a little bit more tolerant, or maybe a little bit more wiser.
I think you start enjoying the songs more when you stop listening to radio.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't mind hearing it.
Real radio. Oh, no. Real music isn't on the radio, Frank Zappa said.
Yeah. That's true.
All right, I'm back.
Well,
found some more stuff to show you.
Nice.
So the Hemispheres 40th anniversary box set came out, I don't know, a number of years ago. But within that is this.
That's cool.
Which is kind of cool. And this is the studio pressing. It's also got a live show and a bunch of other stuff. That's the inside.
Oh, wow.
And then, which is pretty cool. And then the one that I think should have been the cover. So they've got a Super Nintendo pressing. I haven't played this one, but within that, this is the full album, the studio album as well. But this is the one I'm talking about.
Oh, that's really
cool.
That is so cool.
Those pictures. Oh man, that is so cool.
Yeah, that I think.
Wow. So sorry guys. After all that, it was way too much to dig it up. So I'll show it when we do the next show. I'll go back.
Yeah.
And we'll look.
I wanted to share that. So, while you were gone, Webb, I decided to go rip apart my box sets and pull some stuff out. So,
cool.
I get a little Rush nerdy over here. So,
cool. I'll dig that. I'll find that book again. When we do the 80s, we'll slide back.
Cool.
Sweet.
Because we are going to do an 80s, right?
Yeah. So I was thinking, I guess it would be 80 to 89 and then continue from like 91 to 2015.
Yeah, I was about to say do all the way to the end. Yeah.
Very cool.
Awesome.
It'd be fun to do this continue this another time whenever we can find time to bring everybody back. Hopefully include Logan and maybe bring West Coast Dave on. I don't know, but
West Coast Dave will come on.
Or,
he
or
will.
Cody, because I did tell him he's welcome back for the next one if we can. So
could get Bobo on too. Sorry, Brian.
Oh, Bobo, yeah.
Yeah, Bobo is a knowledgeable guy.
Well, if we get 8 people on the panel, though, Sydney, it's going to go.
Yeah,
we're going to have to go put everybody on the timer.
How many albums would that be from 80 to 89?
10 people of it.
It's
I don't know.
I can only have 6 on the screen at the same time, so I'd have to be sitting there moving.
Oh God, that might be.
Yeah, you got from moving picture. Permanent waves, right up to what? Presto, I think. Presto.
It's actually 6 each time. Yeah, 6.
West Coast Dave knows. That's what I was looking for. Yes, thank you, Dave.
It's a graphic novel, The Making of Kings.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
What's that actually called?
I don't know. If I could find it, I'd.
Rush book, will that come up? Rush book, Making of Kings. Let's see.
Bobo's sticking to the chat. Yeah, it's a really cool book. It's got great illustrations in it.
Is it like kind of like a bluish white? Is it like a bluish white cover?
I don't know. I looked at it like 10 times and I got it 3 years ago and I put it up. And it's hidden somewhere. I can't find it.
Is it that?
I hear my wife yelling up. Did she find it? Hold on. Okay, she's got it. Hold on.
Rush wives, they suffer in their own way.
Vacuum. Yeah, it's funny because we made that joke about how Rush is predominantly, for the most part, a male audience. Sadly, most women don't really get into Rush for the most part. It's a very male-dominated fan base. So we kind of made the joke that this is the first time we've had a woman on the channel and we're talking Rush. Of all the bands, it's just kind of funny how that worked out. But yeah, it's just cool to see, for once, finally. And I'm sure there's a lot more out there, right? It's just.
Oh, there are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, their wives are.
Yeah.
Will's wife is, right, Will?
Yeah, she's a Rush
Brian's
fan.
no.
She went to all the shows with me in the 80s, and then she connected with a buddy from work who was a super Rush fan too. So after that, she was like, good, you go with him. I've had enough. So but her favorite bands were Led Zeppelin and AC/DC, or R, I should say. So,
wow. Yeah.
So she's big into those guys.
My wife loves Yes. She doesn't like Rush.
Man, I'm getting my exercise today, guys.
Yeah.
You play Yes all day.
Probably don't like Getty's voice, I guess.
When you play Rush.
Okay, it's not the same.
Oh, look at that.
That's nice.
Much cooler than the one I showed. I don't know what I was showing.
So inside,
That's very cool.
Inside, it's the story. It's the story of the whole making of the album in the studio and everything, and it's incredible. It shows them.
I want to.
I mean, look at this stuff. I mean, this.
That's cool.
Wow.
And
that's cool.
It starts with 21. Oh no! Look at this. Look at that. They're in the studio with Terry Brown.
Why does he look like Captain? He looks like Captain Hook. Or something like that.
Genesis, Yes, Led Zeppelin, and Hendrix are all key ingredients in creating the music of their third album, Caress of Steel. So it leads up to Farewell to Kings.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
And
very cool.
Let me see if I can find one more cool picture. There's so many. Wow, why have I not looked at this in so long? This isn't.
You're waiting for the movie.
All right, there's two. I can't pick one thing. There's too much. I can't pick one thing. Let's go through page by page. We'll be here for 4 hours.
We'll go through my whole collection.
I'm gonna read the whole book.
Yeah, and then will go through, and then it'll be 9 o'clock at night.
It'll be the web and Will show.
Show that again. Show it again. The inside. No, the inside that you just showed.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's a killer looking cover.
Yeah, that's really.
I know. I mean, that's the forward, and then.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's really well.
I mean, I don't know why the hell I got this, but here it is. Finally,
you're a collector.
The making of Farewell to Kings starts about 20 pages in.
Wow.
So
that's super cool. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Actually. I got it off the Rush. What's the website where they sell everything?
The backstage club.
Yeah, that's it. I got it off that.
Very cool. Nice.
There's a new show idea. Webb's Book Corner.
Yeah, Webb's Book.
Well, I don't know if we've wrapped things up, but look, okay, I'm going to show you 3 albums. Okay. Which one is the odd one out here? Okay, so start with this, right? Of course, yeah. Got that. Okay, here's number 2, Foxtrot.
Okay.
Right.
Gentle Giant.
And now I love this band and I love this album, but does it fit here?
Oh my God, that's completely different.
Look how old that is. I don't even know. Look how.
If you were gonna do that, you should have showed the elder. You should have showed the elder if you were gonna do that.
I love that.
I know, but I love Dress to Kill. By the way, just to talk Kiss for a second, I freaking love Dress to Kill.
It does fit though, because Rush opened for Kiss for.
I know, and they got along so great.
So yeah,
they got along. They loved it.
Yeah. Gene should have been on the cover. He should have been the one in the Dress to Kill suit on the cover.
Look at that. He was wearing a suit given to him by their manager who was 5 inches shorter than him. I mean, only Gene could pull that off. I mean, good Lord. Look how cool Ace Frehley looks. So look how cool Ace Frehley looks. God,
it's better than the cover of Sabotage from Sabbath.
Yeah.
That's awful.
The guy showed up. They had to borrow some clothes.
Sydney, put me. I know this isn't a Genesis show, but put me on full screen for that.
See, that's cool artwork.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great album.
Nothing says a British.
Foxtrot's incredible.
Riding the horses.
Foxtrot. Yeah. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that's
all right. Sorry, distractions.
Yeah. No, it's okay. We weren't trying to rush through it. Pun intended.
Yeah. No. Hey, Sydney, what did I tell you at the beginning about the last Rush show I did was 4 hours, and that was just on the studio records. So.
Well, yeah, if you're going through every single album, of course.
Well, that's it, right? So you're 2 hours on the first decade right now. So
and just pick one song from
each. We're 150.
Yeah.
Hey, Will, you know what? I'll tell you something funny to add another minute to the story. Every time I get on a show with Sydney, I always give him some sort of time frame. I always say, I always go, I can give you 90 minutes, and I don't even know why I say that because I know it's going to go longer.
Because we get in tangents, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's good discussion though, right?
So, it's fun. It's loose, right? Like it's
Look,
yeah.
Here's the red barchetta.
Oh, very nice. Nice.
From that's from the 40th anniversary.
You bought the big one, the monster box set. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's huge. I didn't buy that one, but
and then that little sticker that I'll never. Oh,
very cool.
And look back there. Do you see?
Hold on.
I've showed this before. I don't want to take it off the wall. That's me meeting Alex and Getty.
Nice. Nice. R30.
I was a much younger man. I'm not going to get that off the wall.
There's a question for you, Webb.
R30. Yep.
Do you have Rush pajamas, or is it just the kimonos?
No, stop. That's enough. That's enough.
That's good.
L, if I did, I would put them on right now.
Rush
I would put them on right now for you.
I have Snakes and Arrows underwear. Somebody bought me. I'm not going to wear them. I do. I swear to God, I'm not going to.
Oh, you really do? Okay.
No, I do. Yeah. Somebody bought them for me. But I'm going to show you guys this on the wall here. Follow me with the camera.
Ashley's, my wife.
No dog being pajamas would be cool.
I lost connection.
Uh-oh. We can hear you still.
You can still hear me? Okay. Hang on.
Wait, what happened? Where'd Will go?
He went to go put his pajamas on.
I did.
Oh, is he going to go put his boxers on and show us his boxers?
Yeah. You know what? I just pulled the camera out. The camera's gone, so you'll have to live without looking at me. So I can't show you my 45.
All right, I'm going to take it off the wall. I can't resist, guys.
Oh, my God.
All right, I'll never get it back on. And I've shown Sydney this, I think, before, maybe.
That's so cool.
Or maybe, okay.
It's like you're just hanging out like you know them.
Well, Getty was very reserved.
That's a
we
band
had 60 seconds.
Oh,
we had 60 seconds, and there were about 300 people in line.
Wait.
I told Getty that I had seen them at every tour signals, and he goes, "Is that right?" That's all he said to me.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yes, Getty, it's right.
He didn't know what to say, I guess. It's awkward.
Well, he was, and then Alex was gregarious and, like you'd expect, and he was laughing, as you can tell. I mean, look at that. I mean, he's just having a great time.
Alex is his usual.
Where's Neil? Is this
usual self?
No, Neil did not do it.
That's
no,
awesome.
Neil was not doing that.
I love Alex's rants.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
When he met you, he should just said blah 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 blah.
Well, I don't remember what I said to him. I was just thinking like, wow, it did seem like a long 1 minute.
Yeah.
And then you reach in and you do the picture, and then you're out, and then you're like, oh my God, I just met him. And then you just.
I'm not sure what I would say actually if I met them. I mean, like, hey, do you know me?
He was intimidating.
You signed my record?
He was intimidating.
I have a page.
Sign my record. Come on my show.
How you doing?
Say, where's my check?
Oh,
good way to get it going.
Where's my check?
When you go to those things, be the last in line. That's the best part if you're the last person in line, because then you can stay with them longer because there's no one else behind you.
You're the last in line.
Now we're getting into Dio tangents. Okay.
Don't get me started on Last in Line. It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Oh my God.
Good.
Imagine if you met Rush.
Well, I've enjoyed this show, working with Will first time and Christina. I mean, it's been fun. Yeah. Christina's probably like, yeah, you guys talk too much.
No, this was gonna be a perfect. I knew this was gonna be a perfect group for this. So, yeah.
Yeah, I will say the same.
I can just hear
Can you hear me?
now.
You can hear me? Okay.
Is he changing?
He's not changing.
What are you going to see
camera?
when he comes
My
back on
camera's not
camera?
working. Yeah, my camera. I pulled the camera when I was trying to show you something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So might as well plug some stuff here. So Will's the only other one here with a channel. So Will, what are you doing tonight? I already know, but for the people watching, what are you doing tonight on your show?
Wow.
There you go. So you're just playing. What exactly is it? Exactly, you're just playing their songs, or
he plays a lot of bootlegs.
Cool.
So it might be Triumph bootlegs.
Nice.
Ooh, Triumph.
My favorite band. So that show's made for me.
Yep. Night, 7 o'clock.
So there you go.
Sydney, I love that's your favorite band because Triumph still just they're Rush's little brother.
Oh,
They're Rush's little brother.
They sound nothing like Rush. Okay.
No. Oh, yes, they do in America.
I know, no, but it's just the timing of it. They don't deserve that moniker. I'm just saying that's just down here in the States, that's just what they are, look at. Oh, weren't that other trio that had a high singing?
They had two singers though. The drummer sang too, so it's not.
Oh, I know, and you gotta love his voice too.
It's kind of different, but yeah, like Bobo said, no, that's Max Webster. Yeah, exactly.
So Will, Bobo's like trying to give me an invitation to get on your channel. I don't know what she's like. I mean, he's like
yeah, I never knew if Bobo was me. I always assume people that post dog pictures are always female. I don't know why.
There we go. Okay, I'm back. There you go. So yeah, Bobo is like one of my number one people.
Okay.
Camera's working again.
Yeah, you're good now.
All right. So
where is he? There he is.
All right, I'm back. There. Okay. Jeez. Okay. So yeah, tonight 7:00 EST on my channel is Triumph from 78 show in Vancouver. So it's a live stream. Cool. I think it's a soundboard or it's a really good audience recording. So hope you guys can join. Webb, I will send you the link. I don't know if you're on Facebook, but I can send you.
I am not a Facebook guy.
He's not a social
guy. Okay, no problem. You can get my page. Well, you can just do a search on Will's Rush page on YouTube, and I'm out there. So
yeah,
no problem.
I mean, I won't be able to. I mean, I know I'll check you out tonight, but I mean, in the future, one of these days, I'd love to join you.
Yeah, absolutely. We do a lot of live. My channel, we do a lot of live listening.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
chat.
the way
And Brian and Christina are two of my main people. So big shout out to them.
Thank you.
And Bobo too. These three people.
Hello, Bobo.
But Will's Rush page has been online for 19 years.
Cool. How many?
My YouTube channel. Yeah.
Cool.
Not that it matters about how many subs, but you got a good amount of
5,000 or something.
About 5,000.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, 5 and change, 5,700 somewhere in there. So.
Well, congrats. That's tough to
thank
do.
you. Yeah, thank you very much. It's all for the love of music. So there's non-profit deal.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I wanted to show you this, which is what I was trying to do. That's the Moon 45.
Oh yeah.
So I had it framed a few years ago, and I took the cards from the Rush Moon box set. Rush Rediscovered, I think it was called. So, and I framed that with them, and then I've got some stubs and some other stuff that I've collected over the years. Yeah, so that was fun. So anyway, enough about me. Sydney, I want to thank you though for having me today. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it's always love to chat Rush with you guys. So
yeah.
Yes, thanks for having me. My first experience.
Yeah, it was cool.
Christina, you did awesome.
Yeah,
you did good.
A little nervous, but not too bad.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
No, it was awesome.
Thanks, Brian.
I know you were saying in the group chat,
Sure,
you're
acting
like please bring Brian on so I'm more comfortable. And I figured you seemed fine.
Oh.
Well, I didn't know how it was going to be.
Christina, I love you. I love that
name. I used to get very nervous.
I love hearing that name, Christina Scagnelli. I love that. It's just what a great Italian name.
It's got a good ring to it. Yep.
Oh,
yeah. Stage name. It's perfect.
Yeah, totally.
Radio name. And Brian, Mr. Death Metal Overlord, who has educated me on death metal, stoner metal, doom metal. Thank you, doom metal. There is a whole sub world of different types of metal, and I was already into some of it. Brian has educated me on all the different types of music that's available out there, so it's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
B-Mac, do you ever listen to Pentagram?
Of course. Come on.
Of course I do.
Brian, Pentagram?
Yeah, I grew up on them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course. Yep.
Like everybody knows them now because the singer was those memes.
Even the 70s stuff, though, that was never released. It's on those comps, like the two days, whatever it is. That old Pentagram stuff, I just, they're such a train wreck that I love that stuff.
I go all the way back with like St. Vitus and like Obsessed. I go all the way back. Trouble. I go back.
Cool.
Nice. So, Brian, you appearing on any other shows or Webb? You guys back on Grant anytime soon? Or?
I'll be on Grant. I'll be on Grant a couple times in a couple weeks, and just doing.
Nice.
I don't even know what I'm doing. ELO show or something.
You're gonna
No,
pop
it's
up
an
on the show.
ELO
What's the topic
series,
today?
no, it's ELO, but it's like it's
Okay.
like Xanadu and time. So it's like Grant was like, "Do you even know?" I was like, "Well, I like I mean, I like a little bit of Xanadu, the movie, not
Rush song.
not the Rush song."
You get on there,
And,
just start talking the Rush song. Like, what the
But I
fuck
do
are you
not
talking
know.
about?
Yeah, I don't know that ELO. The next one, 1981 time. So I'm learning, and it's okay, honestly.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
not that great.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, cool. So that's what's coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Kyle, there is a listening party that Grant's doing, but it's like 1966. So he's on a 60s kick.
Yeah.
He's really on a 60s kick
Yeah,
right
he is.
now.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Psychedelia era.
Nice. All
3
right,
years
cool.
before I was born.
Revealing your ages now. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'd like to thank Christina for joining us for her first time on here. Will for joining his first time. Brian, as
Thank you.
always, who's basically become a regular at this point. And yeah, Webb joining again. Webb's been here quite a lot. He's been on a few Triumph shows, I believe, 1 or 2. Been on a few other shows with us.
What about Max Webster? We just
Yeah,
did
you
the
were there.
Max
Oh, yeah, we
Webster.
just did the entire Max
Oh,
Webster
yeah, that was
series.
good. That was
The
good.
entire
Yeah,
Max
that
Webster
was
thing
awesome.
was-
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very
So that
good. I
was
learned a
cool,
lot.
so- Yeah, always cool to turn people onto bands that they've not really heard much about, but it's always fun to do these shows about popular bands too. So yeah, it was really fun to do this. So yeah, thank everybody for joining. Farewell to the kings of the stream, and yeah, also thank Kiefer and Logan and Cody for submitting their picks. Cool, just to include them in this a little bit. So yeah, so thanks everyone for watching, and if you like this, subscribe and to the channel, and yeah. Look out for future videos. So this was a lot of fun to do, and yeah, thanks for watching. And
All
go
right.
check out Will's Rush page.
Sure. Check out all our pages. All good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sydney. Appreciate
Yeah, no
it.
problem.
Thanks,
Good to
Sid.
meet you guys and good to see you.